Hey guys, Max here, and welcome to a new Redstone build. This one is on the Java edition of Minecraft, making this the first build I've made completely on my own on the Java edition. Without any further ado, let's get right on in to the Redstone Lighthouse. Roll the music already. Alright guys, so to start off this build, this house is built on an island in an amplified biome. Now for lag reasons, I probably should have just built this in a normal world due to like all the massive chunk updates, but I like the way amplified worlds look. So I did it here. It's probably not the best for the video's sake, but it should be fine. So the beach house here, we have like a nice little beach right here and all the way around. And then we have like this turf that was probably brought in from like the mainland somewhere over there. We have a storm shelter right here, and then we have the house and lighthouse. So getting in on this build, we'll check out the outdoor area first. We have like these nice lamp posts, and there's a path leading to the lighthouse, as long as there's like this hedge right here that goes along the entire house, more lampposts, and then there's another path on this side. And if you run all the way around, you'll just get back here. There is a staircase that leads to the storm shelter, but we will get to this later. I forgot to remove those. Anyway, let's actually start inside the house. So, sorry for the little frame rate. I have some lower frames today, I don't know why. Anyway, entering the house, it's pretty open. There's not much in it. We have this little table here, we got some storage up here, we got a TV, we got like a small kitchen area, got a couple of utilities, got a ladder hanging from the ceiling, and we have just another TV here, so we can sit on the couch here and watch TV. Now, if you want to get to the second floor, we also have a back door right here. If you want to get to the second floor, you just gotta stand right here and click this button, in which it will launch you up. And boom, just like that. Now we are on the second floor. We got a little bed here with some chests, and we have like a little setup here where we can just like, sit down and play some games. Just have a good time. Not much redstone in here. If we click this button now, the wall will retract, allowing us to walk through. Now we are in the lighthouse, and for proof here, it's becoming nighttime, but we're in the lighthouse. So, this first room is the library and also the base of the elevator. So I used a bubble elevator here. But this is the library slash enchanting room. It's an enchanting room because when I flip this lever, an enchanting table is revealed. Now obviously if you fall in this hole, you're gonna be troubled to find a way out because the system can push you through the floor because of just how fast it goes. Anyways, I just find that very satisfying to watch. That's the first floor. Let's head on to the second. There's plenty of detail in this map, so I'm not going to be able to just cover all the detail. I use looms to make empty bookcases, don't at me. We're going to go up to the top floor first, which is the light deck. So we have like the giant light bulbs here. If I go into spectator mode, you can see it is wired to a daylight detector, and it just powers all the lamps. And when it's like becoming like midday and the signal strength decreases from the daylight detector, what's cool is some of these lights will turn off, so you get a bit of a dimmer light. Anyways, there's nothing much up here. It's just a lighthouse deck for the ships passing by. Obviously, it's becoming later in the night, so this is going to stay on for a bit. Anyways, first room is our pet room. We have some dogs and their dog beds. Then we have some cats, a cat tower, some like miscellaneous toys on the floor using invisible item frames. Thanks to Barcat Plates for telling me how to get these actually, because this world is unmodded. We have like a little water dish area. It's neat. Got a little jukebox here. Got a little grass area for reasons. Probably figure it out. But yeah, it's just a simple little pet room. It's a nice place for them to be, and after the end of a long day, they have a nice place to relax. I mean, I would want to lay on this. It looks like a very comfy dog bed. Anyways, down the next floor. It's possible to go up and get on these floors, but going down is a little slower, so it's easier. This is the guest bedroom. So there's this like chaise lounge right here with a TV, along with this couch and two more TVs hanging off. And then each one of these little sections over here has a chest, and on top of that is a bed. And then same thing with like over here and over here. I have these little tables here, like a lamp, and that's about it. Also these nice little lighting features. There's no light blocks in here. Anyways, heading down, final floor. This is the storage room. Very nice. And that concludes the lighthouse. Now, while that is the entire house, it's not the entire house, which is sort of a paradox because it's a logical statement that contradicts itself. But anyway, we have the storm shelter now to look at. So you just kind of open it up. There's not really a good way to do this, so I just sort of, you know, did it so that you had to like open it by hand. And there, just like that, we're in our storm shelter. But down here we've got like a radar screen, so like I'd expect like there to be like a radar system like out by the sea, and we can help guide ships down here as well. And then just some basic lounging areas. It looks like stone, looks nice. You can flip levers. Levers are fun. You know, you can just be agreeing about it. But you can see behind this there's a dropper. Now, I know what I did with these. So if I head up to my lighthouse again and go up to the second floor, I believe right here are these. So these are key cards used for the rest of the base. If we head this way and back down, we can take this one, which says inspired by Pan SMP. Now, the original Pan SMP, my base was a lighthouse like this, and underneath it was a giant science lab because my character was a scientist in that. It was like a lore SMP. It was fun. Unfortunately, it had to shut down due to technical reasons. just like bad hosting services and other stuff like that. Not saying go to send hate to anyone. As a matter of fact, go subscribe to Imspan. He was the one who started it. Anyway, next we can do something down here. So you can notice these lights here, they're both off. If we flip a certain lever combination, this light will turn on. Obviously if you flip any others, it'll turn off, but that's besides the point. And then in this dropper, if we take the Inspired by Pan SMP paper and click a button, a hipster door drops down, revealing an elevator shaft. So in this elevator shaft, we have a lever, which will lock out the door. So now, if you don't want to be disturbed, you can flip this lever, it locks the door, even if the correct combination is open. Unfortunately, the correct combination has to be installed for this to open the door. But it's a single player world, so you don't have to worry about that. Anyways, you can just get on this, and we will start going down. This takes us to the wine cellar. So we have some like wine barrels and like ale barrels, like just some like drink containers. Obviously you can store whatever you want in here, but I made them look like beer containers. We have some furnaces here and furnaces here, and then we just have lots and lots of chests. Now this was also correct to my Pan SMP base. The first room, if you found the secret entrance, was just a storage room. And that was to throw people off. Obviously, I can talk about this now because this SMP doesn't exist anymore, and I don't care about people finding it anymore. But, originally, there was just this storage room. And yes, while it was a functional storage room, it was really just to throw people off. You see, because hidden under the chest, in the far back left-handed corner, there was a lever. And that would open a door. In the Pan SMP base, it just like slid a block under the wall, and there was a ladder. In this one, I wanted to do something a little more grand. So, I have a 2x2 jeb door. Obviously, I could have made this like seamless or something, but I don't want to. Anyway, this will lead us in here. These lights turn on when the door opens. You're just gonna have to believe me on that one. See, redstone. But behind these paintings, there's also glowstone. There's glowstone everywhere in this map. I wanted to make this look like really nice with paintings. Anyways, what we can do is we can just jump. And stick around for the end of the video, because there are a few extra features I won't be showing on the way through this space, and I will only be showing on the way out. Anyways, past these paintings, we come to the conference rooms. So this was correct to the Pan SMP as well. The first room that you'd come across after like unlocking a giant vault door was a conference room. There was only one, but in this one I've made two. They're identical, they're just mirrored, so I'll only be showing you one. Anyways, the conference room, we have a couch in the rear, we got a table. Originally there were minecarts in these, but they just disappeared, and I wasn't going to be bothered to fix it. And you have like a screen up here. I'd assume like there'd be a projector somewhere, but since it wouldn't be centered, I didn't put it in. So I'm just going to assume this is just a screen. So, through here, I can also just show you that this is basically the same thing. Just painting, behind all the paintings, there's glowstone. I just wanted to make really nice hidden lighting. Same with these like ceiling lights. Next, there is the main science lab. So this part was like the focal point of the actual build. It was like this, just like suspended bridge, and underneath you was like this laboratory. And I wanted to make sure I could get in essence of what it originally was like. Obviously, this is much bigger. The original bridge was only like 3 wide. Well, this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wide. And the lab is just huge. But that's besides the point. So you could always just like walk across the bridge, look through the grounds. Originally there were the redstone lamps up here in the original build, but I couldn't be bothered just to power all those. But then you'd get to this door, but first we're going to go down. So the lab down here, there's a couple things. We've got some tables with like miscellaneous decorations. We got some brewing stands, we got some computers and stuff on the tables, so we got like some laptops and stuff. We've also got these doors and a couple other things down here. This is the room probably with the most redstone. So, right here is a super smelter, right behind this wall. There is a super smelter. This is based off my 20 furnace unit model, just it's been extended. So it'll smelt things a little bit faster. Anyways, that's that. On the other end of the hall, there is this door, just a simple 2x3 pressure plate door. And this is like a specimen holding room, so I don't know, you just put like your experiments in these boxes. I'd assume like these are either like experiment boxes or like lockers. I don't know, it's up to interpretation. It's just a storage room, or it could be a locker room. There is no emergency escape hatch. The only way out is through the area. So, I don't know how the employees get in and out. Maybe that'll come if I ever update this map. Anyways, next we have these doors right here, and these doors, if you click the button, this is my simple 3x3 piston door design that I showed you all how to make in a simple tutorial video, which will hopefully maybe be linked in the description if I remember it. Hopefully. Maybe. Anyway, through this door we have some wheat crops and then just a chest like where you put like the wheat. Basically, this was my excuse to build a farm in the original build. I had like just this room. This room used to be smaller in the original build, so there was just like one big door here and one big door over there. Over here was like a tree farm, and then over here was like a concealed like 3x3 hipster door, and that would lead to all the farms. But in this one, I just decided I'm gonna make just a bunch of doors. Now through here, we also have the carrot farm. I love these doors. I think they're cool. We have a beetroot farm. And then over here we have a potato farm. And that's basically this whole like laboratory area. So running back up, we now have this doorway here. And if we walk through, the mood of the build instantly changes from industrial to nice and homely, actually. You have some like couches here. This is where like more of the higher ups would work. So like you do have some computer desks right here, and you have like a meeting room, like a one-on-one meeting room up here. But downstairs is where the real focal point is. So as you can see, this is like the security room and management room. So like security and management happens here. Down these stairs, you have like the security cameras. Obviously I've just used paintings, and I have like this giant exposition screen. So like if we want to like zoom in on like a satellite that we have orbiting around the world, or like any other thing, we can do it here. So we just have a couple of desks. Originally there was a party room past here in the original build. You could click a button and this door would slide open, and then you were able to like walk through, and there was like a nice little like TV area. It was like a break room. But I decided to cancel that and just combine it with the second break room, which was right through here. So we have these computer desks. You can't sit at them, but this one here has a lever, and if you flip it, it opens up the staircase. In the original build, it used like a really weird like swapping staircase. If you want, maybe I'll do like a testing world review, and you'll get to see that build because I built it in there. But if we walk through here, this leads to like the very top secret lab. So we have some computers set up all around here. We have we have that. Let's hope that doesn't have to ever be used. And then we have Hank. Hi, Hank. How are you today, Hank? Really? You good? That's good. Anyways, that's the top secret lab. In the original build, it had some like test tubes and stuff in it, but at this point, this part of the build was sort of an afterthought to me. Plus, I just like this entrance too. It's nice, and even when it's open, you can also use the boardroom entrance. But watch your step if you're walking down. Anyways, we can head on to the next 2 rooms, which are the final 2 rooms. So, this room right here is the break room. So we've got like a nice little TV here, like big old flat screen, looks like we're watching Karate Kid on it. And we have a painting behind us. Behind all these, of course, is glowstone. Oh, this one doesn't have glowstone on it. It probably does. And yeah, it definitely does, because all paintings do. Anyway, yep. We have like this nice couch here, coffee table, and then we have just a really nice, like, this room almost reminds me of like a sauna. And like it makes you feel like you're just in like a den of a house, not like a couple thousand feet underground. Anyway, next you can see we have this rather large room, which is another elevator shaft. So if we hop on these slabs right here and click this button, you will instantly start going up. And when we do reach this floor, the mood completely changes. It goes from nice and cozy to armored and fortified. So this here is the vault. The original base sort of had this. It was sort of like an extra like supply room. It had a mining chamber in it, and it had a god set in it, I believe. But if you take this vault key, which I just sort of like smacked my keyboard to make, and you click the button, the vault door will slide open. And James? What are you doing here, James? I don't know, man. James finds a way to get into everything. Anyways, this here is just secret storage. So, super secure secret storage. So, you can put whatever documents or whatever you want into these secured chests, and you can basically guarantee no one will ever find them. If you're playing on adventure mode, that is. If you're not, then it's just an iron block and then some slime and honey, which break instantly. But next you can click this button and you'll head back down. And obviously, like I said, if you're still here, lucky you, because there's a few more things I haven't gone over. Anyways, heading back through this room, there's not any redstone in this room besides the elevator. This build's pretty neat, but not redstone heavy. This room is done. This room here is done. This was the entire room. But over here in the staircase, you never got to see what actually was on the walls. So there's paintings with candles on the walls, all on the spiral staircase up. So it just creates this really nice atmosphere. And eventually you reach the top. We also have this little railing here, except right here for where it's okay to bounce. And then through here, obviously to lock it up, we can just flip the lever, locks it up. And also, to go up, this elevator is actually on a timer. So when I click this button, it gives me ample time to run to the elevator, and then it will take me up. Which is very neat. Soon we'll reach the top and flip the lever, opening up the storm shelter door. Scramble the combinations. We're done. Oh well. Anyways, guys, that's basically going to wrap up today's video. I really hope you enjoyed my return to building redstone houses. I think this was a nice step back in the right direction. Even though this build was not super redstone heavy, I really hope you enjoyed anyways. Anyways, guys, this was Max, and I'll see you all next time. See you guys. Have a great day.